What's going on, everybody? Spaceballs here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing Calibria Crystal Guardians, and today we're doing the grind part 2. Very excited video for you guys. I've been grinding in the Leviathan. I've been on level 7. Now I could grind level 8 or level 9, but I feel like the rune drops are very similar from level 7 to level 8. So I feel like the teams are faster, so I feel like it's definitely better to grind level 7. I've actually been getting better runes from level 7 than I end from level 8. So I've been sticking to level 7 for now, and then I'm going to go straight to level 10. I actually recommend that for C7 to C10 as well. I would recommend going from C7 straight to C10 because the runs are going to be faster in C7 than they're going to be in C8 and C9, also more reliable. I had the swordsman in this team, which was giving me multiple turns, but my swordsman isn't runed up right. Like, he doesn't have good runes on him right now. They're only level 6, so he kept dying, so I changed it out to my tank, and it actually seems to be working very well. The runs are going very good. We're going to run another one for you guys. But my end game team for this is I actually have the swordsman as the leader with the attack lead instead of the HP lead. Eventually, when I get him 6-star and I get better roots on him, that's gonna, because it just makes the team have so many more turns between the Windwalker and the swordsman, boosting your turn meter so much. It just gives you so many turns that the dragon and the enemies don't even have a chance to move. So you're like just taking double the amount of turns. But this video is just going to be a general video of just me going over where I am in the game, my progression, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. It's 14. We're 14 days in now. We're 2 weeks in, so I feel like I want to do this every week. So this way we can kind of make it into a series. I feel like you guys really like this video, so I wanted to, do something you guys enjoy watching. Other than that, everything's been going great. I just got off work, a 13-hour shift. I was actually halfway through recording the first video, and for some reason my power went out. It went out for like 2-3 minutes and then went back on, and then when it went back on, the video was gone. So now I'm re-recording it, but that's okay. I don't mind doing it for you guys. I'm really enjoying this team. I probably don't need to be doing Leviathan quite yet, but I really want the Barskit runes. I'm not sure the name of them, but the extra turn runes. I really want those, a couple sets of those runes, because I feel like those runes could really help on like maybe my Celine, like my healer, and maybe even my Succubus. So I actually been hitting Leviathan a little bit. I'm gonna hit it all day today until tomorrow while I'm at work. I feel like that will give me some good starter runes. I'm actually very, very low on Callie Knight again. I feel like I never, ever, ever have enough Callie Knight in this game. It's just like, because there's no like pumps or anything like that give you Callie Knight throughout the day. Like most games, like they have like stuff that like you like throughout the day when you're not playing the game, it collects like Callie Knight mana, whatever it is you want to call it, and it gives it throughout the day. But this game doesn't have that. This game actually, you get none of that. So the only Callie Knight you get is the Callie Knight you farm, and even though I have the 2 times card, it's still not a lot of Callie Knight. So I'm just really struggling on having Callie Knight, even though I'm like mass selling runes. I still just feel like I never have enough of it, because like it's just everything you do costs Callie Knight. So that's probably my biggest issue right now. So I'm actually probably gonna stop upgrading runes and just keep farming it until I have enough to where I can like really upgrade my runes. And I need to do my growth plan also and get a rune up to level 15. So that will be my next thing. So I'm really gonna start stockpiling it the best I can. Wait, do we want to? We'll keep this because I'm not sure what the resistance. We could have sold that. But this video is just gonna be a basic overview of where I am in the game, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and so forth and so forth. So Colossus, we're definitely ready for C10. I'm probably gonna go to C10 this week. I was doing C8. I'm sure I could do C9. I want to get my swordsman ready because I want to use Windwalker and swordsman. I want to use my swordsman as the leader, and I want to use my Windwalker with him because I feel like that's going to give my team so many turns that the giant won't even be able to take a turn. So he'll never be hitting me to do like mass damage because I'll be taking so many turns. So that's why I want to get my swordsman ready. So that's what I'm working on right now as we speak. The magic, same thing. I think I've been doing level 8. I could probably go to level 10 soon. I'm going to hold back on that because I pretty much have all my champions evolved that I want evolved. So I'm not going to really rush too much into the magic. Same thing with like all these ones, the lawful, the evil, all these ones, the same thing. I'm pretty much level 8, level 9, same as I was before. I like to farm level 7 because I feel like it gives me the mids, and I feel like I need mids the most right now. So that's why I'm sticking to 7. I probably could move to 10, but like I said, I need mids the most, and I feel like level 7 is giving me mids at the highest rate. So I definitely want to stick with 7 for right now because I don't really need too many highs. All my 5 stars are done already, so I'm not really too worried about highs. I really just need mids, so that's why we're sticking to level 7s. So we're pretty much in the same spot there. Now we're hitting Leviathan. Like I said, I could hit level 8 or level 9, but I feel like it's better to stick with level 7 because the runs are faster, they're more stable, and I feel like the rune drops are almost exactly the same. I've actually gotten better runes from level 7 than I've gotten from level 8, so that's why I'm sticking with level 7 until I can go straight to level 10, which will probably be this week. Okay, and the next thing is we finished the campaign. So I'm all done with the campaign. I finished that last night. It was actually pretty easy. I just used a tank team. I didn't use any damage dealers. I just used a straight up tanky team, defense buff, counterattack, and a healer. And it worked great. Probably took about 2 minutes. I blew straight through the campaign. It was no problem. I unlocked Thanos and I unlocked Apex Arena. I'm going to do a different video for Apex Arena. I just wanted to note that Thanos, once you unlock him, make sure you're hitting him every day. He drops like the rune enhancement stuff so that you can like enhance your runes and change stats on your runes. So you definitely want to make sure you're hitting this every day. Even if you're getting like a C or a D, you still want to make sure that you're hitting it, just for the fact that you can slowly collect those things up. And as you slowly collect those things up, you can start changing like bad stats on your runes. So like if you have a rune that has great stats with one bad stat, you can change out the bad stat for something else. So you definitely want to make sure you're hitting Thanos every single day. That's very important that you're hitting him once you unlock him. The next thing was, after you unlock the campaign in your arena, you're gonna unlock Apex Arena. I haven't messed around with this too much. It kind of seems like Team Arena or something like that. I'm gonna start it this week so I can learn more about it. Then I'll share it with you guys once I learn, more about what's going on in it. For right now, I'm just still doing my arena. I'm doing my fights this one every single day because this is free gems and free medals. So I do this every morning when I wake up, and then throughout the day I do regular duel, just to use the rest of my medals throughout the day, so I can buy my Devilmon every week. That's the most important thing, is buying your Devilmon every week is a must. So this way you have, this way you can skill up your, your brand new champions that you're pulling every week. You want to make sure that you're definitely doing your arena on a daily basis. It's very important. All the stats that you get from doing the totem here, all the stats that you're going to get from here, it goes throughout the whole game. It's not just in the arena, it's throughout the entire game. You get it in C7, L7, all the magic. Everywhere you go in the game, these stats are going to add to your champions. So it's very important that you're doing your arena daily. Make sure you're using all your tokens and never have full tokens, because you're wasting medals if you do have full tokens on a daily basis. So make sure you're definitely doing this every single day. This is very, very important. It's probably one of the most important things in the game. Now, we also been doing the Otherworld trails. I was doing Vaporland. I think I'm up to like level 40 or something like that. Yeah, 43, 44, 42. And I'm still pretty good. My team is still pretty strong. Nobody's dying, so I'm sure I can get up there in levels. I'm not sure how high the levels go yet, but I'm going to try to get as high as I can. And I'll share that with you guys, in the next progression update. I think there's a lot of levels. I think there's like 500 levels or something like that. I'm not sure about that, but I know there is definitely a lot of levels. So as I unlock it, I'll, in the next progression update, I'll share with you guys how high the levels go. Right now, level 43, it's still pretty easy. I'm still blowing through them fairly easy. So that's a good thing. The Spire. This one's a little tricky, because with this one here, what happens is you have to use, they make it so you have to use certain factions. Now, I'm sure I can do this one, but as you get higher through this, it's going to get a lot harder, because you can only use certain factions. And early game, you're not really going to be worrying too much about factions. You're really just going to worry about the champions that you want to build for your Colossus team and your Leviathan team. So you're not really going to be worrying about building like Pacific factions. So this could be a little tricky. I would just recommend going as high as you can. Try to get the Devilmon at stage 20, which is what I'm going to do. And so as long as you get the skill cat, I call it Devilmon from Summons More, but as long as you get the skill cat, I feel like that should be good enough for like early game. And then as you progress and you get better and you have more factions, then you could worry about this more. I would stick more to Vaporland early game and then worry about this more mid game. So that's pretty much it for this. I'm not really focusing on that too much. And then once you beat the campaign, you're going to unlock the Lair. I haven't really looked at this too much quite yet. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm going to do a separate video on this. I'm going to probably play this on Monday. Play around with it, see what it is, see what's going on. I think it's just like a bunch of different bosses that you got to hit. Yeah, that's what it seems like. You got a front line, a back line. So so it seems like you're just going to hit this boss. He's probably going to drop some type of rune pieces or some way to change your runes or something like that. I'll look into this more during the week. I would say this is more of a mid-game thing. That's why they wait till you unlock the campaign before you can actually do it. So I would probably not recommend doing this until you're more mid-game. But I'll find out. I'll look more into it this week and I'll let you guys know about that. So I'm not really worried about this too much. I haven't been doing any of that. I've really just been worried about Vaporland mostly because it drops Void Shards. So it's good to get the Void Shards because then if you are looking for Pacific 5-star or Pacific 4-star or 3-star, when you see it in the, I'll show you where it is. It's in the summons here, and you go to your Void summons, and then you see like they have like these hero lists every 2 weeks. So what's good about this is you could check here. So now let's say you needed the mummy. Let's say you needed the mummy. So the mummy's here in 2 weeks. So now you can hit that, save up, as many pieces as you can, and then summon for the mummy or the monk, whatever one you need, and that's the easiest way to get it if you're not doing a lot of summons and you're not summoning, the 3-star that you want. I'm sure you could even probably get a good 4-star out of this as well, like the droid. Like if you want him, you could save up a bunch and go for him. Whatever champion is that you're looking for. So I think that's the most important thing in the outer, the outer lands. Let me see. Yeah, the Otherworld. So I think that's the most important thing to focus on early game would be the Vapor Dreamland. Everything else I'd wait till mid game. This, the Spire, I would do as much as you can. Don't kill yourself because you're gonna need. At the higher you get, you're gonna need Pacific factions, and that could be really tricky early game. So I really wouldn't worry too much about that. I would just really stick to Vapor Dreamland early game, and then the rest will just come natural as you go into mid game. Okay, so that's it for that. The next thing is make sure you're always doing your growth plan. If you guys are gonna spend money, and I would say any money, the best $5 you can spend in this game is on the growth plan. You get so much stuff from this. You get cats, you get skill cats, you get XP cats, you just get a ton of stuff. You get, Callie Knight, you get summons, and for $5 you're really getting probably, I would think, like $100 worth of stuff. So if you're ever going to spend money in the game, this is the best way to do it. I do it. It's the only money I've spent since the Sacred Pack, and I feel like my progression has flown through the roof because of it. So it's like the best $5 I've ever spent in my life. I'll show you actually some of the stuff that I've gotten from it here in my storage. I've built like 4 6-stars already, and it was all from these cats from the growth plan. So everything I've gotten so far, 6-star wise, is these cats from that growth plan for $5. So I've gotten all these plus probably like another 20, and then we also get all these probably plus like another 20 or 30. And the same thing with the level 2s, and the same thing with the skill cats that we used in the last video. All those skill cats came from that, and came from just making 6 stars, because you get a free skill cat for that, and you get a skill cat for actually summoning a 6-star as well. Summoning a 5-star as well. So you get one from that. And I don't know if we have any more skill cat. Yeah, we have one now. We got one today. But yeah, all this stuff is from that growth plan, so that's the best $5 you're ever going to spend. So if you are going to spend money, that is the best way to spend your money. Over here, we are working on our new project is Lumi, and the Swordsman, and the Mummy, and Lumi. Those are going to be our next 6 stars. And then after that, I'll do Celine and the Arcanist. Just for now, I feel like those are going to be the ones I'm going to use in my Leviathan team and my C10 team. So those are the ones I'm going to 6-star next. So it's going to be Mummy, Swordsman, and Windwalker. Those are going to be my next 6 stars. Also, I want to go over with you guys the quests here. You want to make sure that you're doing these. You want to make sure you're doing these early game. just based on the fact that a lot of this stuff is like stage 3 or stage 4 or stage, it's just like lower stages. So if you do this stuff early game, it's a lot easier to do it early game than to like wait like I did and do it like later in the game, because then you got to backtrack and then do it, you know, you got to go backwards pretty much. And when I could have had this done already, so now I'm doing it now, and I feel like, you know, it's like early game stuff that I should have done already. So I've been, you know, I've been knocking it out now, but I would definitely recommend doing this stuff early. Was one more thing on the growth plan I wanted to go over with you. This enhanced rune to level 15. Today in the chat, I seen a bunch of people upgrading a 1-star rune to level 15, and I asked them why they were doing that, and they said they were doing that because it was cheaper to upgrade a 1-star rune than like a 5 or 6-star rune. Now, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I think that's a waste of Callie Knight. I can't ever see doing that. I mean, I guess I can understand because you get really tight on the Callie Knight, but I think the best way to actually do it is to save up your enhanced stones, and when you get to level 12, use your hand stones from level 12 to level 15, and I'm sure you'll be able to get it there much easier. And you get those from your quests here. You go to quests and you get those from your achievements. They just kind of give them to you. See, like here, I'm going to get 5. So what you want to do is you want to save those up, and you want to use those instead of upgrading a 1-star rune. I couldn't believe that. There was like 5 people today in the chat that were doing it. I was like absolutely shocked. I couldn't believe they were doing it. And they were like, well, yeah, well, it's cheaper than, you know, I don't have enough Callie Knight to do a, you know, a 5 or 6-star rune, so I'm just going to do the 1-star rune. I'm like, but what are you ever going to do with that 1-star rune? Like, it's like hindering your progression to do that. So I would definitely recommend never doing that and just taking like a 5-star rune, saving up like 10 of these stones that you get from your achievements. Don't use them on like +9 or +10 or +11. Make sure you're using it past +12. And then you could take a rune straight up to 15 and probably like less than like 10 tries. So I would definitely recommend doing it that way and not doing a 1-star rune. I actually couldn't believe I saw that today, and they were like sticking by it, and I was like, I could never see that. But I guess if that's how you want to play the game, I mean, more power to you, you know. But I can't see ever doing something like that. I know I have a lot of gems. These gems are just from like the cards that I bought. I get like daily gems every day. I'm not spending money, guys. I know a lot of people are saying that I must be spending money, but I'm really not spending money. The only thing I spent money on, as I told you, is the growth plan. I'm not spending money on anything else. So it just shows you how, you know, far, you know, $5 goes in this game. Like if you spend it on the right things, like if you buy the $5 card and you buy the $5 growth plan, you'll have just as much gems and just as much skill cats as I do. So just keep that in mind, guys. Like you don't need to spend a ton of money. You could just buy like, you know, like the $5 stuff, and I guarantee you that it's going to take you just as far as if you're blowing hundreds and hundreds of dollars. What else we want to go over with you guys today? Oh, yeah, you know, you guys know your wishes. Do your wishes every day. I mean, I haven't gotten anything from the wishes. I think the best thing I've gotten from the wish so far is an XP cat, which is pretty sad. Other than that, I've only gotten mana. So, I mean, I feel like it's just like somebody where the wishes... I mean, at least they give you 4 or 5 wishes a day in this game, opposed to just 1 wish every day. So that's pretty good. I guess we'll go back into another run. I'll show you guys some more runs, and we'll just talk. So here we go. Let's click this little tornado. Let's go into Leviathan. And this is the team I've been running. I want to switch her out for... I want to run it like this. It's just my swordsman is not ready for it yet. So I'm going to wait till I 6-star him. Once I 6-star him, this is going to be the team I'm going to run, because I feel like this team is just going to take so many turns that the dragon is just never going to get a turn. So that's why I want to run that team. But for now, I want to be safe than sorry. So that's why I'm running this team. And it seems to be working great. I mean, I've had no issues yet. I mean, no fails or nothing like that. The mummy is amazing. I actually want to 6-star him immediately, because he really is like a really good poisoner. Like, you see how much poisons he's putting up? Like, that's crazy amount of poisons for a 3-star. And I really don't know any other 3-star that can put up poisons like him. I don't even know really any 5-star. I think Medusa is the only other one that can put up as many poisons as he's putting up. But yeah, he's amazing. The droid, succubus, windwalker. I feel like they're all amazing. I feel like you can use those in almost like any part of the game. So I definitely am enjoying them. The windwalker is amazing. The sorry, I thought I heard my doorbell ringing. I thought I heard my doorbell ringing for a second. I was like, it's like 6 in the morning. Why would my doorbell be ringing? But yeah, guys, the game has been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying the grind a lot. Most of the time when I play these games, I hate grinding because it's just like you're grinding for nothing. It's like you don't get really good rune drops. This game seems to drop pretty good runes. I'm like 14 days in now. I've gotten 2 legendary runes from C7, so I can't imagine the runes I'm going to start getting from C10 and L10. I'm sure I'm going to be getting phenomenal runes. But it's just everyday grind, you know. It's just everyday grind, everyday progression, and as long as you're grinding every single day, and you have like a goal, like as long as you're setting goals for yourself, you're definitely gonna progress. You don't need to spend money. I know I've been hearing that so much lately, like, oh, you need to spend money. You're spending money. I'm like, I'm really not spending anything. I promise you guys, I'm not spending a cent. All this is free to play, except for the sacred pack that I bought in the beginning, and I do admit to that. I did buy the sacred pack. I 100% admit to that. But everything else is free to play. Like the mummy, he's free to play. Like anybody can get the mummy. He's such an easy character to summon. And his poison, you see how much poison he's putting up. And that's, I have him on a counterattack set, and plus with the counterattack, and plus on his first skill, I guess that's why he puts up so many. But you guys can see, like, I'm not spending any money. I promise you guys. The only money I'm spending is the $5 on the card. That's the only money I've spent, and it's the only money I plan on spending in the game as of now. So I think that's pretty much it. I think that's the full update for what's going on in my 14th day of playing. You guys seen yesterday I started skilling things up, so now the runs are getting even faster. So I definitely think I'm ready to move on to C10 now, and then probably can move on to L10 like very shortly after that. But you know, other than that, you know, I want to just say, you know, you guys know I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate all the support. The support has been great. You guys have been great to me. You guys are really making this, you know, awesome for me. I mean, I can't thank you enough. I got a new shirt. I'll show you guys. I got a bunch of new shirts today. I wanted to go with the space theme. This is my monkey space shirt. If you guys like it, let me know. Let me know in the comments. If you guys have any questions or anything that you want to ask me, please just put it down in the comments. I always answer you guys. I always talk to you guys. I'll never forget where I come from. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap this one up. That's pretty much it, guys. Spaceballs out. Oh, wait. Before I do my outro, we are going to have a special giveaway at 500 subscribers. If you guys appreciate me like I appreciate you, all I ask from you guys is you just hit the sub button. It really means a lot to me. But that's it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Spaceballs out. Peace.